Hi, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion, and I am the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, which gives me my name. And we learned all about that in the last chapter. So now we get to go on to the fun stuff. You guys are going to like this. This is my favorite. This is where it starts getting good. Okay, this is chapter 11 of the Pot Smoker's Bible and chapter 8 of the book of Zion. It's called A Seed Shall Serve Him, and it begins with Micah 5:3, Zion 8:1. Therefore will I give them up until the time that she which travails hath brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the children of Israel. Chapter 8 of the book of Zion begins with Micah 5:3. The Gray tell us that they let the people of Zion remain free to do as they please until Zion herself appears to teach them the truth of their identity, so that they wait for Zion to offer herself as servant. Then she would teach their children their true identity, and they would then freely embrace Israel. Isaiah 27:6, Zion 8:2. He shall cause them of Jacob to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud, and fill the face of the earth with fruit. Isaiah 27:6 explains the seed of Israel, the marijuana seed. It takes root and it grows. It blossoms and it buds, and it fills the earth with fruit. This fruit is the herb we smoke. This seed identifies the user as an Israelite. All those who enjoy this plant are claimed by the Gray as part of the family of Abraham, always keeping the promise that through the family of Abraham, the Israelites, the Gray would interact with the human race. This plant is claimed by Israel, by the Gray. Isaiah 11:10, Zion 8:3. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse that shall stand up for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. 11:10 of Isaiah continues this plant will be the root of Jesse, the father of David, the true king of Israel. So we know that the true king of Israel gets high. It is for gray humans to rule the nation of Israel and Zion. Israel will be given a king from among the Jewish bloodline of Jesse. This king will be a Zionite also. This Jewish pot smoker will stand up to be an ensign for the people. He will spread the news and to the Gentiles, and which are those of the non-Hebrew blood, and they will seek him out. This is, of course, his Messiah. And his rest will be glorious. In other words, he will gather the people together, then enjoy their newfound peace. Psalms 22:30 and 31, Zion 8:4 and 5. A seed shall serve him. It shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation. They shall come and shall declare his righteousness unto a people that shall be born, that he hath done this. Psalms 22:30 and 31 tells us that this seed is from the Gray. The Gray will use this seed to unite the people of Zion in the generation that has full use of their Gray DNA. It is the third generation of the hippies that are fully able to use their Gray anatomy from birth. This generation has now come of age. They are young adults. The Gray have been waiting for this generation who are fully capable of interacting with them. It is this generation of Zion that will tell the world the true nature of the Gray. They will reveal our true history and manifest the true qualities of the Gray on earth. This present generation of hippies are the inheritors of the promise of the Gray. We are the righteous. servants of the gods of our ancestors. They are the generation foretold. You are the generation foretold. Isaiah 61:11, Zion 8:6. For as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causes the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so the Lord God will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all nations. Isaiah 61 expands the explanation of the marijuana plant as the source of our righteousness. The growing of the plant is described. The bud of the plant is mentioned, the very part that we use by the name that we have for it, our bud. This prophecy will be proof of the righteousness of the plant. Pot is righteous, and all nations will see the proof of it. Isaiah 18:3-5, Zion 8:7-9. All ye inhabitants of the world, and all the dwellers on the earth, see ye, when he lifts up an ensign on the mountains, and when he bloweth the trumpet, hear ye. For so saith the Lord unto me, I will take my rest, and I will consider in my dwelling place, like clear heat upon herbs, and like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. For afore the harvest, when the bud is perfect, and the sour grape is ripening in the flower, he shall cut off the sprigs with pruning hooks, and take away and cut down the branches. Isaiah 18:3-5 speaks of the Messiah, who will raise an ensign or a flag for the people to rally around in the mountains. He will blow the trumpet and call his people to him, and everyone is told to pay attention to him. When he gathers the people to the mountains, there will be a peaceful interlude. He will rest for a while and consider the situation from his home. The people have gathered, and he is made their king. He rules in the mountains. He will get high while he does it. This is the first reference to smoking marijuana. It says that he lights this herb on fire, and there is a cloud of smoke like dew particles in harvest. He's smoking pot while he considers everything that has brought him to his place. The next verse describes how the marijuana plant is harvested. When the bud is perfect and the sour seeds are getting ripe, we use pruning hooks to cut off the branches. I have myself seen this very footage of my people doing just that. Look it up. This is exactly how we harvest our plant. It's exactly when we harvest our plant. Isaiah 27:11, Zion 8:10. When the boughs thereof are withered, they shall be broken off. The women come and set them on fire, for it is a people of no understanding. Therefore, he that made them will not have mercy on them, and he that formed them will show them no favor. Isaiah 27:11 tells us that when the plants have all dried out and withered, we break the branches down further. Women then come and burn them. We burn the buds and ingest the smoke. It seems the Gray find this practice less than optimal because of the physical damage that we humans have, but we humans have been smoking marijuana for 2,500 years at least. Because of our foolishness, the Gray wait for Zion's prayer. They allow us to suffer at the hands of the government. Even during the time of Zion's passage, the Gray refused to intervene in human affairs. As long as my people party their lives away, the Gray will not help them. We had to overcome our failings and learn to use pot more wisely, say in food, or for telepathy, before the Gray would consider stepping in to help us. Oops, let me see. Isaiah 5:24, Zion 8:11. Therefore, as the fire devours the stubble, and the flame consumes the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Isaiah 25:4 gives a clearer picture of the actual process of smoking pot. It gives the accurate details of lighting our marijuana on fire. We leave only the ashes behind. The dust remains of our blossoms. This is such an accurate description of smoking marijuana that no other explanation should be given. We are reminded that the war on drugs is a result of our foolish rejection of the prophecy of Israel. We realize that religion is not real. We saw the idols as what they were, myths. So we rejected them. We rejected the gray. We rejected the Torah, the book containing our own story. We did this to ourselves. Isaiah 29:9, Zion 8:12. One of my favorite passages of all times. You're going to love this one, guys. It goes like this. Stay yourselves in wonder. Cry you out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Now 29:9 tells us the effects that we enjoy so much that we call being high. We are told that the people of Zion get high. It's like being drunk, but without the alcohol. We stumble around stoned, but on smoke, not drink. It's a very similar effect, but there are major differences. Isaiah 50:11, Zion 8:13. Behold ye that kindle a fire, that compass yourself about with sparks. Walk in the light of your fires, and in the sparks that you have kindled. This ye shall have of my hand. Ye shall lie down in sorrow. Isaiah 5:11 describes our use of lighters, our flicking of our bicks, the sparks in the dark. We are told to walk in the light of our fires. We are encouraged to light our bicks, causing sparks as we smoke our now sacred smoke. But we are reminded that by choosing to get high, we are entering the captivity, and are then subject to the war on drugs. And with there, I'm going to end for the day. So, stay happy, stay high, and I'll see you later.